me say your name in threes. Can't go back in time to change the past. I need a found the one that gets me straight to land. I see the I am who I am, can't take it back. I need a I don't want to.
Ma'am. What are you doing? Give me a minute. I'm eating peanut butter and cracker. Well, it's a peanut butter cracker, but I'm putting extra peanut butter on my cracker. With a little coffee. Just a little coffee. I haven't had coffee for real in over a week. And then I had it the other day. And yesterday I had hot, warm lime water. Well, yesterday, rising, I had warm lime water, and then I had coffee at the place yesterday. But how y'all doing? So this should be I tell you, I've been fucking this peanut butter up. It is so good. The shit that has come about, I wanted to come on and talk about it last night, but I didn't. I was like, okay, I'm going to just wait and then I'll do a live because we ended up doing TikTok last night. You have Rise Coffee? Girl, I need Rise Coffee. I haven't had Rise Coffee in a minute. Excuse me. I need Adderall is what I need. If anybody got some. Because KD is being selfish. She won't give me none. So now, the whole vampire thing, it seems so far-fetched, but, we've talked about it before, that the vamps are real, okay? Some of them are very different than what the movies and things like that display. But vamps are very real. Please, this thing came unplugged. I just knew I was plugging and charging the shit out this computer, and it came unplugged. Y'all, first of all, that's probably why. It's a lot of energy in this house, okay? And I feel it when I walk past the product room. I feel it, but it's like it's so much energy. It's a lot in here. So let me just tell y'all what happened last night. We're gonna get back into vampires because I be swearing vampires be in this motherfucker. I'm telling you. Now, I came out the bathroom now. He has the door closed, right? Which is Lisa's son. He had his door closed, and I went to the bathroom, and I came in the bathroom. Pause. In the bathroom, I said, "Now, what if I come out of here and he didn't come out and I get scared?" You know what I mean? That was my thought in the bathroom. I said, "Okay, so just be cautious, just in case, because his door is right by the bathroom, and he might come out, and it could scare me, because I scare easily, child." So I come out and I look. I say, "Oh, nah." So I come down the hallway. I come in the kitchen. I turned and I had just accidentally looked and saw the door was closed. And I get my stuff and I turned and I swear for goodness, it looked like the door was standing wide open. I was like, it's scared. I like to ran where I was going out the sliding glass, straight through it like Bugs Bunny, bitch. I don't even know. I felt my face do that. I felt my face do that. I was like, ooh. That's just what I said. I said, ooh. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Like I felt the tingles in my head and everything. I was like, whew, that's probably what I felt in the bathroom. I was scared as shit. Do you know how you afterwards then you get a little pissed, like, what the fuck you scared for? Knock it off. You know what I'm saying? I had broken into a sweat chill. You know what I mean? I was like, ooh, but I got weak to myself. I was cracking up to myself because I felt my face do that. I felt my face do it. I was so pissed. But then I got weak because I felt my fucking face do it. And I said, it's the fucking energy in this motherfucker. That's what it is. You know, like, oh, child. When I say scared, baby, I've only had it happen a couple times in this goddamn house. Now, the first time I came, I'm sitting right where I'm sitting, and Lisa Ann she has an altar right here. And then she had two big flower pots with flowers in them. And I'm sitting here and I'm doing my thing on my phone. And the flower pot just flip over. Bitch, I paused. I did exactly that. You know how your mind goes through 125 scenarios of why the fuck that plant just flipped the fuck over like that. And I'm looking at the water coming out of it like, then I jump into like, let me get this up because the water's going everywhere. Bitch, I know. Y'all didn't see me when I done did the live in there, the product room. Y'all just saw that. Y'all just seen it. See what I'm saying? It is deities and shit in this room because that's where all the products and their products are. Baby, no. I was scared as shit. I ain't gonna even hold you.
A lot of more energy. A
lot of more energy. You hear me? So, and this is probably what actually triggered it. So, I do Lisa's session yesterday. She was on my schedule. This motherfucker is crazy. She gonna text me and say, "You got readings today?" Yes, you motherfucker. At 1:00. Oh, oh, is you gonna do it? Or no, I will be there at 12:45, governance. I said, okay, girl. Yes, you. And some other folks, but you are at the top of the list today. I thought it was at 7. Why? Why did you think that? I don't know. So, she has been having the strangest encounters with vampires, right? And a little backstory from her husband that passed, Mr. Rick. I had did a reading for her previously, and I was like, it was even after that because it had came to me one day, and I said, you know, is this people from Germany or they? Cause I think they vampires. You know what I'm saying? Like the way this shit is coming in, and her daughter does a lot of research and stuff, and so we had talked about that. But after the passing, strange shit has been happening. So the other night, probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, she was in bed, right? And she's hearing this like scratch. She's hearing this scratch. Now she don't want to be scared no more. So she says she jump up like, I'm not gonna be scared anymore. So she pulled the curtain back because she keep hearing it on the window. It's a fucking bat trying to get in her shit. She screams and she's like about to run through the fucking window like Bugs Bunny. Cause what the fuck is a bat clawing trying to get into the house? Listen, her boo thing. She's like, he's about to run. He's like, no, I was trying to defend you.
No, he was.
No, you almost took flight. You was on the ceiling like a cat. Listen, So she, I had a couple months ago, I had like two dreams about vampires, right? One was a genome guy with dark hair, and then the other one was a guy that I knew. I saw him in two different scenes in a dream. He was a vampire. So then Lisa had called me and told me a couple of her dreams, but it never registered when we do the session yesterday. So I don't know if he's a count or what the fuck he is, but he is obsessed with Lisa, right? Because of a previous lifespan that they had together. And I'm describing to her this big house that sits out in the middle of this water with all these rocks. And I see her as a different lifespan where she's running around this house. She can't get out. Ooh, now he's like, ooh, he's standing like this close to me. That's how I can see the red. Like his lenses are red, like piercing red, almost like they glow a little bit to me. And his skin is gray, but I can't notion like the way his skin looked to me. It's not skin or something, but it's gray. And I'm trying to explain it to her. And she's like, yes. He started coming to me right after her daughter was born. And I'm like, so you know what I'm talking about? She's like, yeah. She said his skin is gray. And before I could say it looked burnt, she said it's like burnt ash. I like to ran from the fucking table because I'm like, yes, that's the best way I can describe it. It looks like burnt fucking ash, his face. And he's wearing the cleanest fucking tuxedo like that I have ever seen. Like, I can't even, it was so fucking crazy. And so we had went to eat, and that's when we had the session, and I'm giving her the info. And she, when we go to eat is when she starts telling me when he started coming to her and that how he's held her down in her sleep before. And it's all of these different things. Yeah, he's tried to have sex with her. And it's so fucking wild. Some of it I'm just not going to go into, but it was that she understood exactly. And so as the drive is coming back to the house, she was like, yeah, because, remember I had the one dream and like the lady of the house didn't like me in the dream. And, it was like the house opened up to a mountain and, it was out in the middle of the water. And I look at her and I'm like, oh my God. She's like, oh my God. We like, oh my God. Like, that's the house I'm just describing to you in the session. I had completely fucking forgot. She had told me this dream a while ago. And she's like, oh my God, I never put two and two together. Like, this entity has been hosting people to stay around her. And one of the intra beings that she's been working with from the time she was like 5 years old, thought that they had her blocked and covered, but this being finds her. Now, this shit sounds crazy, but you would have had to be at the last group reading in fucking PG County in DC to understand that this shit happens. Because when Destiny Kisses and her daughters were there, I'm like, I sit right in front of her and her girls because like we got to talk because of the shit that's coming through connected to her two daughters. And as I'm finishing up, I move the chair, I stand up, and I'm telling her daughter, I'm like, yeah, because you have a husband in the spirit that's like blocking you from being with people. Like, and she's like, yeah, he comes to me in my dream. Fuck me up. Cause I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And so I'm looking at all of this, like we don't really grasp what kind of, you remember Carbon? Yes. We don't really grasp our, seem to say no lies, what kind of shit be going on in your past eons. You know what I'm saying? And if you are unaware of different things, you know what I'm saying, then, but this one, she understood everything. The whole, the crazy part is I have it recorded, but the way that Carbon had to send it to me, it's on my computer and I'm having it won't download to the YouTube. Like it was, I gave it a whole almost 24 hours. It still wouldn't download to the YouTube. I do not know why, but I wanted everybody to see it, because it's one thing me telling it to you, but if you see all of these sessions that took place, it's kind of mind blowing. I'm not gonna even hold you up. I'm a fascinating bitch, is what it is. You know what I mean? But it was really crazy. It's wild to me. And as y'all know, we've talked about Lisa and her whole connection with Mr. Green and her past husband, and how intersecting in vertexes of lines and shit, and how we can be parallel to someone for years. You can be in the same room and never see them. They never see you until your lines are meant to meet in a vertex, right? And so it's just so wild how the broadbands are, and the grid lines are moved and shifted in such a way that we don't really understand what's outside of our knowledge or our understanding. There, I can't even sometimes explain. I really want people to see, because when I was talking to Destiny Kisses and her daughters, and I'm telling the daughter, like, you know, you're a dark witch, and it's not always a bad thing. People should not fuck with you because you can think it and shit will happen to people. And they like, girl, yes, we know, like everything I'm giving them, and they like, we just was talking about this. Like, it's this kind of shit that's happening. And I'm like, I'm trying to be minimal because I know it can sound off the fucking wall, but they understood it because they had been talking about it previously. And so when I say, I don't know how to say this to you, but you have a husband, a spirit that is kind of in control here, that blocks shit from you and will do shit to people because they keep telling me she has to leave this particular person alone or it's going to cost him his life. And so that's what even took me to Wilmington, Delaware. That's why I was even in Wilmington. Y'all knew I didn't even know Wilmington, Delaware was a real place. So that's what took me out there, because inside of the session, after I give her all of this information, and she's like, yes, I know he comes to me a lot in my sleep. I just didn't know exactly who he was, but yes, he comes to me in my sleep. And I know that he doesn't like certain things. I know he doesn't play any games or whatever. And so I go back to the back of the room where I'm doing some other readings, and I'm like, but somebody was missing. Who the fuck was missing and found, but they were passed away? And she immediately said, oh, that's this person. So I come back up to them. And when the girl comes through, she starts giving me where the house is in Wilmington. She starts to talk about what happened. She gave a name and initials, a description of who, and all of this shit. We leave the group session. We go to get something to eat. They happen to be there at the same restaurant. So we get a table that's right by them, and we kind of talking back and forth over the table. They start like going crazy, like, oh my God, look, the person who I described. And I said, I don't think he knows, but the person who took her, that was trying to sex traffic her, is related or connected. And this is his initials. He goes by initials. So at the time of the dinner, they like, oh my God, yes, it's him. This is the person. We knew who it was, but we didn't realize this is the same person you're talking about. Like it was so crazy how it all came the fuck out. It was bananas. So she started describing where the house is, and she starts giving a description. She's talking about the area of it all. And I don't know about Wilmington, so I don't know. I just kept hearing Jack Robinson, and I'm like, oh, Jack Robinson. I said, Baskin Robbins. I don't know what it is. It's Robin something. And they said, yeah, Jackie Robinson. It's like a park or something in that area or whatever. And I'm like, my motherfucking mind is blown. Um, and so I made a trip out to Wilmington because I wanted to go and look. But when I get there, um, I ended up having to go to Dover because my homegirl that's also out there, she reached out and was like, hey, there have been hangings and drownings of these Mennonite men. We kind of want you to investigate this. So then it took me over there. So I didn't even really get to really look at either one the way that I wanted. I did get to go by and see the church that burned down. I think I posted that. But um, when I did the research, I have like some stuff on my phone that I wanted to post because I still kind of wanted to look at it. I did give one of the young men the information about the people that I believe is responsible and what happened to at least one of the drowning victims. Um, and I was going to talk to one of the survivors, and they kept reaching out to him, and they're like, this is not like him to not respond. We find out that he has been incarcerated. Mm-hmm. And they kept trying to incarcerate him because they didn't want him speaking about this. Mm-hmm. And so there was one other survivor. They said he left town and refuses to come back to Wilmington or Dover at all. So he's in a whole different state. And so I'm like, damn. Um, so it was just the way that all of it played out that I really still want to go back and see about, look at that area of where like I believe that house is, and the description that they gave and all of this other shit. But that's why I was even out there. So then upon me leaving, I probably hadn't even been gone from Wilmington a good 2 or 3 hours. When I get a phone call saying that it was a disgruntled employee shooting at the fucking hospital. And I'm like, damn, that's the disgruntled employee. But I'm thinking it's at Walmart because the Walmart shooting that I picked up on, I'm just putting two different things together, thinking it's the same shooting, and it wasn't. But like I said, I was like, damn, I think it's going to be another one, and then that happens. But I say all this to say that the world in which we live in is not the world that we believe that we live in. And until you begin to pull back the layers and you look at it, you don't understand that you're being controlled by entities, by beings outside of your understanding. And how things all play a part. Like even I got I don't even remember who sent it, but a couple days ago, someone sent me the flying car. It's being advertised now. The flying car is being advertised, and it looks like one person here and like two people could be at the back. It almost looks like a plane car. Like it looks like a airplane car. It's not like an oval thing that we would have thought. It looks like it has like two wings or something, and it's kind of flat at the back, and it looks like a jet, but it's a car. Someone sent it to me. I can't even remember who sent it to me the other day. Maybe it was Carbon. Carbon, was that you that sent me that? Yes, yes. And you said the shit was going for yeah. It's so wild. I can't even remember who sent me the picture of it. But I didn't post it because I was like, I don't know if people get tired of me, you know what I mean, like posting validations like, oh bitch, okay, oh we fucking get it, Quatita. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You did send it, Carb. So is it in my it's TikTok? Look at my grandbaby child. And my stinky butts. Let me show y'all my grandbaby. Her just be cheesing. Look at my stinker puss. She's such a big girl. She was playing soccer today. Y'all see how her shirt is, right? We on the phone, and I look over, and she done got her whole arm out of it, like it's a new style. I said, "Oh, you cute or whatever." But the vampires, baby, the vampires, the shit is bananas. These things are very much real. Corbin, I'm gonna see if it's on TikTok.
Shit, yep, I see it too. There's a man.
Huh?
In the cabinet.
That's where the blinking and shit keeps happening. That's what I was saying. Like, y'all don't see this shit that's happening back here? Like, it's crazy.
So they saw a man on it.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I cannot find it. I cannot even find it.
He's trying to find it too.
Wow. So I just was looking through my TikToks, and one of my TikTok readings, she just sent me a message back saying, I know you may not remember we talked last week, but my older brother told me that it was a side door on the fence that go into the backyard. You were right. Next time I'll be more prepared and listening. Gratitude. Let me tell y'all what happened too. Carbon, let's see if you can find it. So I do TikTok last night with Toddy, and one of the people, I'm like, so does somebody have like weight loss surgery? Is there some kind of surgery that was on the stomach? And she was like, oh no, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. We get off. I swear for goodness. She sends me a message like, I was too embarrassed to tell them that I had weight loss surgery. I didn't want to. I said, she said, so what was the message? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Cause you just fucking discredited me on fucking live, bro.
Now you don't get shit.
Don't do that. She was like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but you just invalidated me. And you knew exactly what I was talking about. She said I was embarrassed. Of what? I had the fucking sleeve. Of what? Please don't ever do that shit. And it happens more than what you know. It happens more than what you know. People will hit me back later like, girl, I wasn't going to talk about that on live, but can we go into? No, we can't. You just fucking discredited me and invalidated the fuck out of me, bro. Like you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Never do that. You fucking with my business. People will be like, she don't know what the fuck she missed. She missed. No, bitch, I do not. The soul and the spirit are that they are. Okay. I could not believe that. I couldn't believe it. I said, ma'am, you just discredited the fuck out of me. She said she was embarrassed.
That's crazy. I don't know. Are there different types of vampires, governors?
I believe that there are. Like I think they're energy. And then I believe that there are ones that
Or here in the
used I know I think they're all here, but some are in like they siphon your chi, and then others um build themselves off of blood suckers, but really it's the chi that's in the blood as well as the vitamins and minerals, the gold. Like some guy was on TikTok, I'm at the gold in the blood, which is like the plasma and the adrenochrome. They use that. And we talk about it all the time. They drink, but you don't put that together. These are vampires. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Well, I was saying so too.
Let's see. Let's see. I wanted to block out her name and stuff.
Mm.
Making sure I didn't say her name again. But like it's the fact that I was invalidated, like that shit. And again, like I told her, it happens more than what you know. You know what I'm saying? People do it all the time. And I had to tell my daughter that sometimes too, like people will lie.
Yep.
And when I first came across that shit and saw how people will lie, baby, people will lie right in your face and know that there it is, Carbon, I found it. Know that they are lying. I thought I took a screenshot of it. Personal flight, but it's a, and then
I crashed that thing.
mm, for every day, freeing them from monstrous traffic with safer, smarter flights. So that's just crazy.
Mm. We might start it like Uber or taxi or something. And get people on board.
Yeah, it very well could, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Soul AI. Did you see that? Ain't that crazy that that's the name? Soul AI. Bitch, stop playing with me.
Mm.
Stop playing. Say, yeah, my daughter going to have one for prom 2040. LOL. The times we live in. It's wild. It's wild. Now, I was in a session yesterday or the day before, and sometimes when I'm in a session and people ask certain questions, they will give some world reading type shit. And what they told these people kind of fucked me up because it was her and her spouse, and she had asked the question and they answered the question, but then they said because in 2028 is when the revolution will start to begin. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait a minute, what is it? Hello? What did you say?
Ding ding ding.
Ding,
What's that, how
ding.
you call them up on the
Yeah.
phone?
Cling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, excuse me. What was that again? 2028 is when the revolution will start to begin. Like, All I know is there's going to be some kind of shift in the government as well. Um, it said when we start to turn up, yeah. Um, that's all I can really remember that they talked about. They said that's around the time the revolution will start to begin, and there's going to be a shift or some kind of overthrow or something or another of the government. So that was that, and I was like, "Girl, what? Let me take note of that." So a lot of things are outside of our scope, and we just kind of fucking ignore it. Even when you see it, hear it, and can't make sense of it, because you have been
Yep.
having this experience with this vampiric
Years.
being,
37 years.
like
38 years. Yeah.
yeah, 37, 38
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
and never really put it together, you know. And I've read for you multiple times, but it was when you ask certain questions. This shit is like the military: don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the soul of the spirit, your ancestors gonna give you what the fuck you asked for. So if it's like, oh, now we talking about this, okay, cool, hold it up. Then they go into it, because when I say, ooh, it was like he was this close to me, almost like peering down on me like this. This would be me, and this is like him, like this. And I'm like, Lisa, ooh. And she's like, mm-hmm. She's doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm like, damn. But it was me going into and describing a little bit more at the restaurant, like he's gray. And I'm looking over at the pole trying to figure out how to describe him. And I keep hearing burnt. But I'm like, yeah, but, and she says, it's like burnt ash. Yes, that's it. And his eyes are red. And I've had multiple dreams. I have other dreams, I should say, of vampires or beings where their eyes are red, and I don't know what that means. I've actually seen them in real life too. I was telling her this. I was checking in a hotel, and it was a tall genome, and behind him stood, almost like hiding, was a short redhead. His skin almost was like tanned, is the best way I can say it. He had red hair, he had on a hat, and he kept his head down like this. But when he looked up at me, like his lenses were completely black. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And I go on about my way. They move out the way. I check in. But I never forgot that shit. It was only like a few years ago. And then I don't know how many of y'all always have followed me, you know what I mean? But we were on live one time in First Watch. We were eating, me and my daughters and them. And I'm like, I look up and there's a gentleman facing me. He's eating, but the way he's doing it, like all of his teeth look like claws, like vampiric. And these two were longer, and all of them were like, look razor sharp, pointy. And I say, do y'all see that shit? Y'all see this man? And when my girls looked up, he was like eating, talking to somebody at his table, eating. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm fucking tripping. So I look up again and I see him again. And it's almost like, I don't know, like stringy slob. I could see the teeth. It was like really fucking wild. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, no. Like, and I'm on the live like, this is crazy. But they never caught it. They could never see it. And I thought, like I said, I thought about Naya Rivera when she said they make sure that they show you themselves. You're going to see it. You know what I mean? So look like the one. Hey, listen, it was so wild. They look like you and I. You would never be able to tell the difference. You could be laying with them. You can be at their, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, I don't care if it's a graduation party, bitch. You will never be able to tell, and they're never going to give you the secrets. I don't give a fuck if you get adopted by this family and everybody in there knows. When you are seeing a lot of these celebrities adopting these babies, they're using them for this particular thing. And they don't know the difference because this is how they're growing up. having their blood drawn and taken and ciphering of the energy, and they don't know the difference because this is their life of growing up, and they're just grateful to be adopted.
Wow, that just broke. So, Rising Wisdom said she just saw the video of a genomes eating raw meat.
Eating raw meat. Oh.
I remember I was watching, I was like,
they eat a lot. Oh, let me tell you, this one here. This one,
what did I do?
our fucking Bania.
Oh
Listen.
my God. Ugh.
She never knows. Between her and Cena, they never know. You know what I mean? So she's like, Governess, I am just thinking about going and just moving across the waters. And I'm like, okay, what were you thinking? She was like, I have a couple places, but Albania, I was thinking, and I'm like, Albania? And she said, I heard, when I said it, I heard clear as day, is that's where the vampires are. And I said, what? And they said, yeah, Lisa. I said, yes, Lisa, yes. The vampires are in Albania. Swear for goodness. I get on. Miss Dillon had then emailed me 3 times yesterday. I talked to Lisa about this the day before. And yesterday, Dillon emailed me 3 times back to back about what? Albania. It was so crazy. I'm telling Lisa, like, girl, look at this shit. She emailed me about Albania. I could not fucking believe it. She says, please ask Soul and Spirit about this island with underground bunkers now tied to Trump and family. And the island is where? In fucking Albania, bro. I say, wait, what? By the Albanian government. I say, wait, I can't make this kind of shit up. I say, me and Lisa, let me show you. I said, me and Lisa was just talking about this yesterday. Albania. So she sends me another one, which is a clip.
Well, my friends, if I sound and look a little different tonight, it's because I'm off-site. We're preparing for the wedding of our youngest. And in between preparations, I've been watching the footage of a podcast. A woman in a pink blouse. Have you watched it? She's relaxed. She's glowing. She's describing one of the greatest achievements of her career. She's talking about an island and real estate development, and it's not her island.
Don't go into the
She'd
light.
never tell you that. She uses words like stewardship and restraint, and she says that the architecture must rise from the land, or some word salad like that. And she sounds like someone who genuinely loves the place, but she has never lived there. This is not love. The island is Sazan. It's off the coast of Albania. And here's what the woman in the pink blouse is not telling the public. Sazan was once a Soviet.
I said, bitch, they was trying to lure you over there. They like, yes, Lisa, come to Albania. And the spirit stepped in like, that's what the vampires are, Lisa. It is? Oh.
Clear as day, too.
Huh. Governess, I said, yes, Lisa.
And I Googled it just to make sure.
I said, this is confirmation if I've ever seen it. She sent me one more, and it was this
Working
one.
on this project in the Mediterranean with my husband. It's massive in scale.
I think that's
Just-
is not buying that island in Albania to turn it into a luxury resort.
The story, maybe you've already seen this video, but I want to talk about the deep lore behind it.
I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's
I
massive
keep
in scale.
telling y'all who the fuck Ivanka is. Listen, these motherfuckers are, listen, I can't. I said they was gonna have your good blood ass over there. Just you and Mr. John just through a straw. They was gonna be having a straw coming straight out of Lisa and John's head. Just Ooh, child.
Oh my God.
Crazy as fuck. Crazy as fuck. I believe they were trying to stop Lisa and John from ever connecting back because John was stationed in Germany for a while. They just couldn't get to him. You understand what I'm saying? They were supposed to stop the reconnection
Yeah.
from ever happening.
Yeah.
I said, baby, these motherfuckers are like everywhere. And it's different things that her and I have talked about where we're looking at like, yep, vampires. Okay, right. She has like nosy neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy as fuck. I can't even make the shit up. I could not believe what I was looking at off of those emails. Like, God damn, that's confirmation. I asked her, I said, when she came in yesterday, I said, hey, what made you even what made you even want to go to Albania? She was like, because it was beautiful, governess. They had showed it on the TikTok. And I said, Lisa, they're saying it's one of the most poorest countries in the world. It's the poorest one. And they were luring your fucking ass over here. Girl.
Like you just have to show that you have $1,000 income and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, $1,000 income. Yes, we're gonna make it feasible for you.
Come for a year.
Me drink of you blood. What? Girl, sit down, Lisa, please. We can't get over there and get you.
Ooh,
It's wild.
So did the vampires glamour her to
Yes,
Yep.
that's what we talked about. I
Yes.
said they glamored it, Lisa. They made you want to come. This is how this shit work. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is how it works. They glamored the fuck out of her,
Yeah.
where she was like, that is beautiful. Albania. No. It's the fucking poorest country, bro. And I had no idea.
Yeah.
But in those emails, it like they were talking about that it's the poorest country.
Mhm.
Like, and all you need to show is you have a proof of $1,000.
But again, soul spirit coming through to protect.
Yeah.
You know.
Just with a straw. Just
I'm gonna go get her. What would you do?
somebody go get Metatron. Go get Lisa, please. Lisa, go. No, Lisa, do shit. Yeah, go get Lisa, please. She's doing it again. She's doing it again.
I'm gonna go control her.
Oh my word on today. She's listen, but they have to do it for me all the time too.
Yep. Me and governors together, no good.
It's great. We're clean girls. We're clean girls. She didn't put her head under the. We're clean girls, sir. Just shove the washcloths under his fucking chin. Oh my God. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we fucking went to St. Thomas and she took all our bath towels that we had washed up and dried with and gave them to the man. She said, we're clean girls, and just shoved them all under his chin and in his arms. We're clean girls. I'm at the table like this. And he slammed the door. Boom! He's okay. No. And you know, some of them were wet, Lisa. We just showered with them.
I wasn't even thinking. And then he came back.
He was holding the tissue like this. We screamed in his face. I just bring you toilet paper. I just bring you toilet paper.
That's true.
It was crazy. I was telling her son the other day how she almost got us stuck traffic by doing the man's voice, like his accent. Are you from Lebanon? No, he wants to know, are you from fucking Lebanon? Because why are you doing his accent back to him? Fucking psycho, bro. I'm telling you. They was going to have Lisa over in Albania just chain the fuck up. Her and John Green. Well, at least we're together, babe.
Finally.
Ooh, child.
Oh
Y'all be careful. It is vampirics and
Entrance out in the street.
dinosaurs and Aryans and fucking
Oh my god.
hounds. These are shapeshifters, bro.
Mhm.
You ever seen those videos where they talk about the dogs and they call them like demons, whatever, but they have a certain name for them that they call them? I cannot think in the African diaspora they call them it's a particular name, but it means like an entity that's hosting this animal or whatever. You say werewolves, yes, all of these things are real. Because when I did stop. See, stop. Let me finish what I'm saying. Because I was about to go into it again.
Mhm.
But I feel like those are like shape shifting, like could be hellhounds or whatever species this is. They can become anything. They will be your fucking dog, bro, and you don't even know. When that motherfucker was scared, he was scared as fuck, and he was coming around the staircase. The dog didn't know. The dog is sitting on the steps on his ass like a human, and he see him coming, and he put his paws down.
Remember I was at dinner with Pam at her house, me and my sister Jackie.
Yeah.
I was listening to music and all
Y'all
of a
heard the
sudden
noise?
me, Pam and Delano, not Jackie, heard the hellhounds.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They were so, that just popped in my head. Wow.
The shit is bananas. It's bananas. The shit is real. We just don't give it what it needs to,
Yeah.
like True Blood. Okay. Let me clean these off. I can't see shit.
Wow.
Like,
So crazy.
it's wild.
Mm.
It was like a white curly. Yeah, it was tan. It was tan. Yeah, it was on the stairs. And that motherfucker heard him coming around, and he put his paws down in front of him like how a dog would sit. But you can see him under the staircase as he's filming coming around. The dog is sitting there like he's thinking, like a motherfucker just on his ass. He see him coming around, he put his paws down like this. They have a lugaroo or whatever they, yes, they have this name, that name, and they call him that. And I've seen other people like they possess or do cats. They can shapeshift into cats. Is very wild. It's very wild when you see it. And I think that's why they are implementing and pushing the AI narrative so hard. So you don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe, and they tell you, believe half of what you see.
Yeah.
So you don't believe your own eyes. So that's AI. No, it is not. You know what I mean? But now you don't. That's the name. Rugaru. That's the name. That's it right there. That's the name. They don't want you to believe what the fuck you are seeing and hearing. Mm-mm.
Like the lady on the plane.
Yeah, she said, I'm telling you right now,
Yep.
this motherfucker is not real.
Yep.
This is like facts. And they will show your ass some shit and have you questioning everything that you know in life.
Your whole life.
I just want y'all to know that this shit is real. Now, when she said that, reason why I said, Paul, stop, because as I'm doing Lisa's session, it's almost lining up like Bella and Edward and shit in Twilight. So make sure y'all following Lisa on TikTok under Lisa Duchette, the author. She has a new TikTok because she has a book coming out. And so she's going to be dropping excerpts from her book. And she has 3 posts on there right now. So make sure y'all go follow her on TikTok at that name, okay? Lisa, can you put it in the chat so they can find you? Y'all are going to love this book. Throughout her writing process, she has been reading it to me and Sina. And it sounds like, first of all, her voice is very soothing when she's doing it. If you go to her TikTok, you can hear it. I'm about to say gratitude, Blissful. That's you. I'm just as nutty. Don't worry about it. So, if you didn't know, she was in an abusive and toxic relationship for 45 years, okay, with Mr. Rick. And he was her handler. And these things she never knew, you know. It's his family that are some of the vampirics. And reason why I say it lines up almost like Bella and Edward and shit is because she wanted to do the reading because she wanted to know why does she keep running across these things like the bat trying to get in, the vampires and all of this shit. It's because he's now gone. And she's kind of open. And just like Bella, when Edward wasn't around, how the other vampires would kind of show up and pop up trying to get it. That's kind of what's happening, in a sense. And so now she has another protector, which is Mr. John, who they were trying to keep from her for years. That's why they were in a parallel and not a vertex. They worked at the same place and never saw each other, went to the same school and never saw each other. It was very wild. And I just want y'all to know that's how it works. Like, she's not the only person this has happened to. Like, my daughter and her dude, they went to the same college. She would see him. He never saw her. And they were in the same friend group. And she's like, how did you not see me? I saw you. I thought you were so cute, you know, whatever. And he cannot remember her. He never seen her. And so it happens just like that. So now they're trying to see how they can get in her field. So this is some of the stuff that's happening, and we have to kind of look at some of this shit. So much. Oh, it's so deep. I wish.
It is.
It's so crazy.
We can do the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a 3-part series. Her book is a 3-part series. This is the first part. It's really good. It really is. I didn't know Lisa was such a great writer, you know, the way she is. And even reading it, she would read it and we're like driving in a car and she's on the FaceTime reading it. And I didn't put my head back like I'm listening to an audio book because it's that good. And it's so visual. It's visual. And it pulls you into the book. And like at points of me listening to her read certain excerpts to me, I have to stop her because I'm triggered by my own abuse. And I have to, it helped me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It helped me walk through some of the things that I was already feeling and tucked away. And so, yeah, make sure y'all go follow that TikTok. So when the book drops, y'all can get it. Yeah, so it's really dope. How do you know if someone is your handler? It's kind of difficult because you really don't know. It was me telling her for like maybe a year. Like he's
2023.
Yeah, like he's since 2023.
Yeah.
Like he's eating your energy. He's ciphering. Like Mr. Rick was scheduled to pass away. Like doctors were confused how he was surviving. Like that's why I talk about it in the book, you know, the New Melanin Bible too, because I put a little chapter of her, Rick and John in there because I want people to understand how this works. And I kept telling her like he's staying alive off your energy, but it's depleting you. And it's causing certain things to happen in your physical body, but it's keeping him alive. And the house that they lived in, they owned, was keeping him alive. And it was certain energies in the basement, a being that's in the basement. And, you know, they had their daughter down there and she's very a magical being too, you know, on a whole nother level of some other shit. And when they chose to move out of the house and move into this apartment, within weeks, he could no longer survive it because that was what was keeping him alive. The energy from the basement and her energy. And I'm like, you're keeping it trapped, Lisa, because I see people out around your house, like holding this energy in your home. And she was like, oh my God, that's because I put a grid around my house a few years ago. You trapped it all inside of your fucking house. That's why he could not survive outside the house. He was passed away within 3 months or 4 months or something?
Less than, it was
3 months, right?
It was 3 weeks from when we moved in here. He was driving around. 3 weeks later, legs started swelling. He couldn't get up.
Couldn't get up.
It was just downhill.
And when I finally came in December, he looked like just bones. I had never seen him looking like that. It was crazy because I just saw him. I just seen him literally on FaceTime. And I walked in the hospital room like, what the fuck? And he was very happy to see me. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a funny story, bro. He's funny too. I grew to really like Mr. Rick. Okay. I know everything that took place, but he had never been unkind to me. You know what I mean? But I understood who he was, but I'm a lover of people. And so I came out to help take care of him until he crossed. Okay. Because he was falling and Lisa couldn't get him up and it was just her here. So he would come to the sliding glass door to smoke, right? And I would help him if he needed help. So I go to the bathroom. He had got up as I was going to the bathroom to smoke at the door. And it was cold, so he wouldn't actually go outside. He would crack the door and stand in the door. I go to the bathroom and I come out and he's standing there. And in my mind, immediately I'm thinking, he's having a reflective moment because the way he's standing there, like he's having a reflective moment. And I say, Rick, you good? You okay? He said, yeah, I dropped the lighter. I can't get it. I was standing here trying to think how I could pick the lighter up.
No reflective moment?
It wasn't a reflective moment, bitch. He was trying to figure out how he was going to smoke this goddamn cigarette because he done dropped this motherfucking lighter and couldn't get it. So I said, child, oh, okay. Not a reflective moment.
No.
Got it. I mean, he went in the kitchen. I'm sitting here. It's probably like 3 a.m. and I'm watching TV, but I'm watching him to make sure he don't fall in the kitchen. So he went over there because he was so independent. He just had to be independent, child. And he gonna fix him something to eat in the microwave. And I'm thinking, how the fuck is he about to carry this? Because he don't want to ask me to do nothing. You know, he don't want to bother me. So I'm looking, but I'm trying not to look. I'm watching TV, but I'm watching him. And he's coming around with his walker. And I'm like, you got your food? No. I was wondering if you can get, yeah, I will get it for you. I mean, like, child, I just knew he had the food. I was trying to see how the fuck he was carrying the food with the walker. You got your food? No. Would you mind? Nope, I don't. You want me to get that for you? Okay. Like, it's so crazy, but he was never unkind to me. And, you know, when he taught like Little League baseball and stuff like that, he helped certain children too.
Many Mennonite children.
Yeah, many Mennonite children, although there's another history there on, but I feel like at the end of his life, inside of his life, he tried to make amends on certain shit. But he was her handler. Like, it's crazy. It's hard to even comprehend and explain and understand. But she has seen him change in ways that's scary. Like, it's crazy how his passing released and freed her and her son, and you can see the difference in both of them. The energy was so heavy and it was so encapsulating for both of them. I don't even recognize her son from the first time I met him to who he is now. Is wild, the release that took place. It's crazy how all of this works and how we don't know that it worked. And I said, wow, how did that feel for you to help her handler? So
We didn't.
because I love Lisa, right? And I know Lisa also loved her husband. And so when I started coming out here, they owned 2 stores, right? They owned the Blissful Soaps, and next door to that was a convenience store that they owned as well. And he worked in there. And I would see him. He's always been very respectful to me. He calls me governess. He, never wanted me to pay for anything. He's always been very respectful to me. Although I know what I know, I never saw it displayed, and he never displayed it to me. He would even give me like words of wisdom. And so sometimes I put certain things aside, but I would often be irritated when me and Lisa's on the phone, and he would come in and he would be like ear hustling and trying to see. Now I'm seeing the control and possessive part of him too. How he would stage things to know if she has touched something. He was like Mr.
Yes.
Like he would do certain things. He's hiding money throughout the house. He's staging things to know if she's touched something, went into something. Like he was possessive in that way. And it's like, so I came out because I wanted to help him to help her, because it was a lot for her. And but I'm also a caregiver by trade. I'm a STNA. And so that's what I do by trade. That's what I do. And so I'm like, I'm gonna come out there, I'm gonna help you, and I'm gonna help him. I just was surprised to see him the way I saw him, you know what I mean? And so you said we were together for 30. Oh, you're talking about something different. You're talking about you and your partner. Yeah, they were together for 45 years. And so I put that to the side because, again, he had never been unkind to me. And it really bothers me. His passing actually bothers me. Because let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of death. But I've never seen anyone will life the way he willed life. Whether I like the way he did it or not, I told him this. We were at breakfast and I told him I could not stop crying because I had never seen somebody want to live so badly and will life to themselves because of it. He didn't pass until he agreed to pass. His body was decaying from the inside out. And he was still fucking living. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was willing life every day, although he was draining the fuck out of Lisa, taking it. It was an exchange of chi. And it hurt me because I'm like, he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to leave the simulation. And she found a letter he had left her. She didn't even know he wrote the shit. But when he accepted the fact that he had to go, it was still like, I don't even think he had looked the way he looked at that point when he wrote that.
No.
But it was when he looked that way, when I came, is when she found it.
Yeah.
And it was almost like instructions on how to go about life without him. And that he accepted the fact that he was going to pass. He refused to pass, even when he was inside of passing. Like, you know, if you ever seen somebody pass away and there's a hospice involved, they give you the steps of this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Rick was like, no, it's not. He was refusing death. Bitch, I'm sitting here one night. I thought he had passed away, bitch. He had linked all the way back. And I was like this. He sat straight up. Oh. Oh. My God. I did not know what was happening. So now I done left and I'm back home. And she's like, he's not going. And they are giving him all of the medicines and shit that's helping him transition. He is sitting up. He's refusing to die. I say, let me talk to him.
No, wait a minute. He didn't know me and Timothy.
He didn't know. He was calling his family that was here, his Lisa, his son, and his daughter. He was calling them his siblings in different names. He didn't know none of them. He didn't know who. He knew them, but he thought they were other people. And so I'm like, let me talk to him. I wish I could talk to him. She's like, you want to talk to him? I'm like, yeah. So she give him the phone, and he's looking at me because now he really can't talk, but he's looking at me on the phone. And I said, you know who I am? He said, yep, governess. He knew it was me. And I said, listen, your family is waiting for you. Ooh, don't do it, Petita. I said, listen, your family is waiting for you. You got to go. You have to go now. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay, but you have to go now. It's time to go. And so they ended up moving him from his chair to the bed, and he passed away.
Next day.
Yeah, the next day. Yeah. He was like in a fight for his life. I had never seen no shit like that before in my life. I used to work in nursing homes, you know. I watched my mom pass and all this other shit. Like, I've never seen nobody fight for life like that. And, you know, he only agreed to pass in the first place that he found out he could come back as his own grandchild, right? That's what made him agree. All right. You sure? Okay. All right. I'm going to go on and go. But listen, you said I can come back, right? Okay. So then we had the conversation, and he ended up passing. It was crazy.
He's so good in spirit too.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He really is.
He's doing well, honey. And yeah, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. He's the second person that I have both genomes, you know what I mean, that I've walked through death to help them to release so they'll pass. The first one was Miss KB, her mom, Miss Sharon. She had me come up to the hospital, and I came up there and I talked to her. She watched me come through the door because she couldn't speak. She had on like a face mask or whatever. She couldn't speak, and she's like, Mom, Quatita's here, and all of this because her mom knew who I was. I had never met either one of them in person. And so I was sitting there for a while just talking to them. I had not approached the bed at all. And so she said, can she come over and talk to you? And she said, so when I went over there, I was like kind of holding her hand, and I'm like, oh, you're in pain. She's like, I said, your back hurts. And then she kind of had a little tear. I said, your dad, you see your dad in here? And she says, yes. And she kind of looked to the side, and I said, okay, well, you know, your kids are going to be fine. You can go. They're going to be okay. Christy will be fine, you know. And so I took Christy out, and we had a conversation. And I think like the next day she passed away. It was like wild. It was wild. But they sometimes need the okay. Like, is everybody going to be okay? Because they need me, you know. So sometimes they need the okay. That's so crazy.
But they know you as the grandmother.
Yes, they know me as the grandmother.
Matter,
Yeah.
Like he knew you.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
You said who sent her to be his handler. Now, this is the craziest shit. There's a long history there of before he even met her. Like I said, certain things, and you'll read some of it in her book if you get her book, you know, but his history and lineage are vampirics, and they go back from Germany to England to Canada. They have connections with the Wales, the ancestry, and there's stories about how they had committed some murders or whatever, and the Prince of Wales got them off of it. And they were traveling from Germany or England, Germany, and then Canada. And I was telling Lisa, like, because they had to keep starting over because they're vampirics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to be known. People going to recognize, you know, this whatever. So they had to travel too, you know, and so this shit is crazy. So John Green was Lisa's first boyfriend type. when she was like, what, 12, 13, 11?
And then 11.
Yeah. And so you said 12 and 11?
No, 10 and 11.
10 and 11.
Did I say 12 and 11?
So they were very young. They were in school. The person she's with now, that was her first boyfriend, and she was a very different person. Although she was going through some struggles and shit then with some other stuff. But that was her, like, her little first love. You know what I'm saying? And she had a situation that happened that you'll read that, and it caused a shift and a change to where she died, and when she came back, she had to step in, right? Much like a lot of us, you just don't know it. Okay. A bitch got to be tagged into the ring. Yep. Okay. Is how I can explain that to you. And so after she came back, she was gone for 2 weeks. When she came back, although her and John Green was still in the same school, they never seen each other again. All throughout for 48 years, she never seen him, and they would be in the same places. Like I said, worked in the same jobs and had crossed paths, but never intersected, only paralleled. Like she was the director of a casino, and he was the manager of the nightclub inside the casino. And so she would have to go down there and do beverage and different things like that, and never fucking knew. Never. Okay. So then at 14, she was like hooked up on a blind date, which happened to be with Rick. They didn't even like each other. She didn't like him. Let me say that. And I told her yesterday, I said, you were glamored. You were glamored, because after that, she was so in love with him. Mm-hmm. She couldn't stand him. Yeah. And like, you feel like it was within days?
It was.
Within days.
It was like a narcissistic prick.
Within days, she was so in love with him. She didn't want to be, her mother let him move in. He was 19. She was 14, just turned 14. And he had been traveling and said this is where his wife was in this city. And he would find her, and he did. So who sent him? Don't know, but that is the story of how that happened. And he came in like a savior, but adopted the whole. He took on the abuse that was going on and became that abuser. And kept her locked and trapped inside of that. They traveled with the circus, which I believe were beings. Like, she was like fucking 15 traveling with the fucking circus, yeah. Like, crazy shit was happening. And so, yeah, for 45 years, she was trapped in that. Mm-hmm. He had almost made her promise. And that was, like I said, he had gave me words of wisdom. And he told me, he said, we promised each other. But she promised because she was so in love with it that I will never leave you regardless. And he said, I will never leave you. And she, even when she left, was brought right the fuck back. Crazy. And he was like, he told me, he said, governess, if you don't keep your word, you're not shit, because that's all you have is your word in life. And we made a promise, and we had to stick by that promise. Yeah, but at what fucking cost? Mm-hmm. Her heart is sometimes too fucking good. Do you know what I mean? And she saw it through to the fucking end. It was wild. Yeah. Traveling circus, yes. Mm. Oh, let's see what you said. Let me put it up. He said, I literally heard this message the other day about reptilians and warlock men that will glamour you and make you attractive to them double comp. Yeah. Because she did not like him. Greetings. Said beings that was feeding off of with the circus animals.
No.
They had to escape.
Yeah.
They had to escape this. They had to leave in the middle of the motherfucking night so they didn't get killed. Yeah.
Well, he didn't get killed. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to get killed.
They was
He
gonna
was
kill
get
you because you was with him, Lisa.
That's true.
Yeah. They had to escape because they were gonna kill Rick.
Yeah.
Because of you, wasn't it? Because he wanted you or something, right?
Right. They didn't like Rick.
Yeah.
If they got to Rick, then I would have become their woman. That
Yeah.
guy's woman.
They want to kill Rick to get Lisa.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Maybe the other one
I'm
was
trying
a-
to tell you, I told
Wow.
you. These beings, like, it's not what the fuck it was
Oh
looking
my
like.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy
Yes, Lisa. Yes. They were trying to get Lisa. Bro, this shit has been all your fucking life.
Yeah. Yep. It really has.
Oh, yeah. She had a life, honey.
Yeah.
She had a life, honey. And when you get the
A lot.
book, like, it's a lot. That's why she decided to do 3. So the book came about because she was trying to heal from all of this. And I'm like, write him a letter. Like, you know, I'm like, make the letters a book. You know what I mean? Like, write him a letter for each year, make it a book.
Yeah.
So she started that. And then she came to me like, governess, I changed it. I don't want it to be about him. I want it to be about me because everything has always been about him to the point where she would get readings and it would be about him. And so she changed it, and then she just kept expanding on that. And she now here we are. The first book is done, it's edited, and we're going through it just to make sure it's what she wants. And so is this the first one? And I'm so proud of her. She stuck with it. She did it. She got through it. Every time she be crying. She called me the other day. I told Couture, I said I was cracking up inside because she called me and the little eyes was just watery. I finished. I said, you did? I finished it. It's done. She said, this poor baby. Just teary-eyed in the motherfucker. I'm done. I'm finished. You did? Okay. Yep. Said, she got it done.
Hard.
Yeah, it was hard, but you got through it. Absolutely.
Yes, he's genome. Someone asked if Rick was genome.
Yeah, Rick is a genome.
Yeah.
Mr. John is a melanite.
Yep.
Yeah. This must be Kristen. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me send this message.
Why is he getting so hot that he take this lip off?
Okay. You said, I would love that for Lisa, because period. I'm saying Mr. John then found him a good thing. Listen, they're so cute. They act just alike. They act just alike. If you came to the PG County, you met Mr. John.
Yeah.
Baby, he was over there helping us take pictures. Okay, Katika, slide down. Slide down some. You need your name, as ancestor. You need that slide down. He over Carbon's shoulder. Carbon's like this, like, she got it. No. Hold on, don't take that. Katika, slide down some. While he was taking security very serious. First of all, he used to be in the military. He is not no fucking joke, okay? Please believe it. He is not a joke. He used to be in the military. And so he took his job as my security very seriously. He walked me to and from the bathroom. And he told me, he said, I got bunions. You walk too fast. Hold on. Slow down. Come back here. So let me open this door. Hold on. I got the door. Hold on. Okay. This is serious. Okay. Cena said, come on, take it back. He said, that ain't your job. Cena said, well, we both can take it. We both gonna take him. Okay. He stood outside the bathroom. He said, you yell if you need me. He was serious about this thing. He is not to be fucked with. You understand me? Baby, he was sitting here the other day. I kept looking. I said, you do martial arts? He's like, yep. Hand-to-hand combat. He is not to be fucked with. You understand me? Mr. John Party, this time. And beat your ass. Disable a whole gun in your fucking hand. You hear me? And put it back together. He is not a game. He's not a game. I appreciated him so much. He fit right in. Yeah. We don't have any Bibles at this time. I am going to try to order some. I told a couple people I will order because I have a few people on wait list. Excuse me. Also, it was taking me a while to get my bottles for the Baffindia. I have a whole jar of Baffindia oil. I just didn't have my bottles. I hadn't put the goddamn bottles in storage, y'all. I thought I had them with me. So when I went to bottle them up, when we went to PG County, I only had 3. I had all of the lids and no bottles. The bottles I had already sanitized and I had them wrapped. And so I'm like, damn, I didn't put my bottles in fucking storage. So I had 3 bottles. So those are the 3 that I brought with me to PG County. And they was like about to claw each other to get these bottles, child. And I have one order that from PG County that is taking a long time to get out because I couldn't get my bottles. I ordered them 3 times. Amazon canceled my order 3 fucking times, bro. And I'm really pissed about some other shit to do with my nephew. But so I had to have Cena order them. So Cena got them. Since I've been gone, he said the bottles finally came in. And so I don't want to put that on him to make up the orders. So I have the bottles and I'm going to make put in another order for the books. Now, let me tell y'all, I've been on hiatus for over a week from typing because I've been doing so many other things, but I'm going to get back to get in to finish the second book. But I just took a hiatus because like I said, I told y'all about Wilmington and all this other shit that I was trying to do. So, but we're going to get back into it and we'll get it finished. It's almost done. But, baby, it's been a lot going on.
Good, exciting times.
Yeah, good, exciting times. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all get over to blissful-soap.com and order y'all's generational beauty. So we can, get some things going. We need some orders, y'all. Get over there and get y'all stuff.
I did the promo.
The
we
promo?
got one order.
Yeah, we put out a promo, but it be that spell work too. Sometimes people be trying to cast spells.
Meanness.
Yeah, I just throw that shit back and then they be mad because then they start telling people that I'm casting spells on them. They don't tell them that it be that shit hitting their ass back. Say, remember that lady whose daughter wanted to know if her co-worker was a vampire? Damn, that sound familiar. No, we don't have any dates yet, Miss Catherine, for the Florida. We trying to get some stuff together, but we don't have anything yet. Anyway, y'all, this has been fun. I needed to come on and talk about these vampires, though. I needed y'all to understand that this shit is real. That from the Aryans, all of this, the econs, which y'all call Dracos, the econs, they're different levels of species. Like when I showed the girl last night, her arm that looks weird, and I'm like, everybody's like, "Oh, double jointed." Girl, I know what double jointed is. My sister is double jointed. My sister can take her arms all the way around like this and jump rope with her shit. Like I know what double jointed is. That looks different to me. I hate when people try to school me. Girl, I know what a double joint is. You can't think I'm that fucking ignorant. I don't know what a double jointed person is. Like I'm asking a question because that shit looked like she was a motherfucking insectoid.
Mm-hmm.
It's what that looked like to me. And it just was weird.
That was weird. That was not correct.
It definitely did look like an insectoid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she could jump rope with her arms and shit when she was smaller anyway. So anyway, I enjoyed y'all. Gratitude for the laugh and for the all of the stuffs of the stuffs. Yeah, sending love. But look at things in a different scope, y'all. Look at things in a different scope. I enjoyed this. I was gonna try to merge this with a world reading. Let's just see if there's any message I need to pass along before we end it. I'm gonna come back and see a couple things. Like somebody being rushed into a car, look like political figures. But I'm gonna come back probably a little bit later on tonight and do it. I do want to take a shower and stuff. But so I'm gonna come back a little later on tonight and do it. So make sure y'all tap in, tune in, okay? I show gratitude to y'all. This has been fun. I appreciate your solitude de wa, solitude de shishi, akaya el buti, shishi el manti el falconai, okay?